Bays Boys podcast. 97 seconds of information you don't need but really want. This is your host, Tyler, and I'm sitting here with the co-host, Joe Skelly. Joe Skelly, tell me about old Diamond Dave.
I thought we were going to hold up. Let's hold off on Diamond Dave.
Diamond Dave's being put on hold?
Diamond Dave's being put on
He's
hold.
fucking insulted.
No, he's not. I can promise you he's not being insulted.
Then tell me a story, big boy.
I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while.
Oh my.
Like my whole life.
What's her name?
Miss Molly.
Listen, you rave junkie.
No, this has nothing to do with rave.
Wait a minute. We don't condone anything involved with that Molly girl.
No.
Wink, wink.
This is totally different.
All right.
This is Miss Molly.
Miss Molly.
From a TV show that I used to watch as a kid.
Oh, enlighten me.
The TV show was called Romper Room.
Oh.
It was called Romper Room, and I watched this show religiously as a kid.
Okay.
At the end of every episode of Romper Room, Miss Molly would sing a song, and she'd hold up this magic mirror that had, like, psychedelic swirls on it.
That's not good. I just told you we don't condone this behavior.
Listen, and as she sang her song, the psychedelic swirls would go away, and you could see her face in the magic mirror. And the song went something along the lines of Romper Stomper, Bomper Boo, tell me, do. Did all my friends have fun at play? And then she would start calling out names. Like, I see Tommy, I see Mike, I see so-and-so.
Oh my. What was this show about?
It was a kid's show. And they had
nothing.
It
was Blue's Clues on fucking steroids.
Yeah, Blue's Clues on steroids. Look, they had a dude dressed in a giant bumblebee outfit. His name was Doobie.
You can't make this shit up.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Doobie and Molly.
Right, you can't make this up, right? So here's the problem.
Depending on which region of the world you're in, those mean two totally different things.
Totally different things. Here's my issue.
Mm-hmm.
As a young boy who watched this show every fucking day because I needed the validation because I was there every day.
Uh-huh.
I needed to hear Miss Molly call my name.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I was one of her friends, right? I was a friend of Miss Molly. And I want to tell you something.
Boy.
That fucking woman called every other name on this fucking planet except for mine.
Really?
Dude, she'd be like, I see Tom, I see Mike, I see Jamiroquai, I see whatever.
I see Aaron.
Whatever fucking name it was, but she never called mine.
Interesting.
I watched her.
Joe's not a very common name.
Listen, I watched her for a very, very long time. And Miss Molly never called my name, which caused me to have issues. Like, you're laughing at me.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
No, you're totally laughing.
I'm trying not to. I'm really trying. It's making it worse when I'm trying not to, though.
She probably called your name.
Tyler's a very common name.
She probably called your name. You're one of her special friends. So fuck you. Fuck you for being her special friend.
What about Miss Molly? Why don't you fuck Miss Molly instead?
Well, dude, no, I got issues with Miss Molly.
Oh.
I
all?
hope Miss Molly's car got stuck in a snowdrift somewhere and she froze to death.
Ooh. He went there.
She never called my name. Not once. Then as an adult.
Are you sure you didn't miss the episode?
No. I watched all the episodes.
From beginning to end?
From beginning to end.
I feel like
waiting for her to call my name, and she never called my name.
If anybody...
Do you know what kind of doubt that causes in a child?
Fuck. I can't take it seriously. No, because I never liked Sesame Street, and I don't remember watching anything that I really thoroughly enjoyed. Maybe Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, take a look. It's in a book.
Take a look inside a book. Right. No, fuck that. LeVar Burton's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
Miss Molly, fuck
got
her.
A cool eye visor later.
Do you know what else caused a problem with me and Miss Molly? It was like on a Monday. She's like, look, kids, I just got back from camping. And she's talking about her camping trip.
Okay.
Then she talked about how she got a tick.
Uh-oh.
In her hair.
Like a motor tick?
No. Not like a motor tick.
In her hair? No, I'm joking.
Like the parasite.
Right.
The tick. I grew up in a city.
That big blue guy.
I didn't know what the fuck a tick was until she started talking about how it gets in your scalp and drinks your blood. Dude, I was terrified of ticks.
Oh.
For a long time.
Now that's funny.
Because of Miss Molly.
That's funny.
Not only did she not call my fucking name, but she got me freaked out about ticks.
Listen, free Bay's Basement patch to anybody who finds Joe Skelly's name on the Miss Molly show.
Romper Room. Romper Room.
Romper Room. Romper Room. So if you go and find Joe's name being called, and this is just even funnier, and you know why. So if you go find Joe's name called, you get a free patch. Okay? All you got to do is email us, tell us which episode it's in. I'll go scroll through it.
If you can find this episode and bring an end to my angst, I'm an adult now and I still have angst over this. Like, there's a piece of me missing.
I'm going to get you a Miss Molly shirt.
Don't you dare.
And it's going to have your name on the back.
Bro.
It's going to have your name on the back.
I would wear that just to spite her. She's probably 95 years old in a nursing home somewhere, eating mush out of a bowl.
Fuck.
Talking about how she's seen the man with the top hat walking around in the old folks' home.
With a pocket watch? Fuck.
You know about those stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another episode.
We should leave those people alone.
Yeah. Fuck Romper Room and Miss Molly for never calling my fucking name.
And if you've ever been to one of those government vacations in one of those facilities where people yell all night, that's brutal. So fuck that too. Fuck whoever decides to do that. Fuck their pink slip. Fuck those guys.
That get dark real quick.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I gotta
went off the rails.
I gotta put that in there because I'm having problems here now. Okay, so I can't. I want to go watch Romper Room.
Dude, if you can find...
What's going to happen if I go watch this show and like the first episode I see, she calls my name?
Dude, you're going to be happy as fuck.
No, I don't know about that.
You're going to be like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But you know what TV shows used to bring me back from the edge?
Huh.
You watch a show called The Fall Guy?
Fall Guy.
Yeah. Totally sweet show. The concept was the guy... The guy was a Hollywood stuntman who was also a bounty hunter.
Okay. So we've talked about this. I went to go look for it, thinking it was like an 80s show. That show was on like a few years ago.
What? No, it was like an 80s show.
Oh, it is an 80s show.
Yeah.
Well, I found one that was on like 5 years ago, and I watched some of it, and I was like, first of all, it had nothing to do with what I thought you said.
It starred Lee Majors.
All right, well, I'm looking this shit up.
Yeah.
So
he would listen, it's amazing, because he would use his stuntman abilities as a bounty hunter.
What the fuck does that even mean? He's like, hey, guy, if you don't tell me where your friend is, we're both going to fall off this 5-story building. Plot twist. I'm the only fucking one that will survive. Because there's going to be a blue mat that appears at the bottom. The fuck? Like, there's no skill set. Hold on. We're back to the UFC thing again. Homeboy had 500 fights and was like, hey, I've had my ass beat so many times at Hollywood by fucking Donnie Yen that I'm going to go stop bad guy.
I'm going to be a bounty hunter. I'm going to be a bounty hunter.
Somebody call Steven. This is fucked.
Yeah. So, watching a show like that would make me feel better. Because I realize, you know what? Miss Molly doesn't care about me. But if
I got to look this up first. Let me see Miss Molly.
Miss Molly doesn't care about me.
So, Romper
Room.
The
TV show. Kid show.
Oh, man, I brought it up, and all it's showing me is a lot of bondage stuff. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I got it. Okay. So, is this her?
Oh my God. Dude, you
She's
just...
having flashbacks.
Old Miss Molly and her tick-infested hair.
I'll tell you what.
that broad.
I see why this was a problem with her hair, though. She got some wild-ass fucking hair going on. Is this the same chick?
Yes.
I can't tell because she's got a whole different haircut now. Okay, I see it. Yo, this whole thing is making me depressed. Look at the browns in these clothes. Fuck. I can't handle it. Somebody's getting the Kool-Aid out. Okay. I just want to let you know it's got a 7.4 on IMDb.
You know why? Because all those people voted for it?
Because they heard their names?
They heard their names.
83% like this TV show for Google users.
Dude, fuck all of them, too. Listen, here's the better part. You want to talk about conspiracy theories? I heard later as an adult, the reason she called people's names is because their parents wrote in and said, I need you to call my kid's name.
Oh, yeah. For $10, say my kid's name? Mm-hmm. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
They're just getting weirder.
It is getting weirder.
Listen to this. Romper Room is an American children's television series that was franchised and syndicated. That's a weird word to use for a fucking child's television show. From 1953 to 1994. What in the fuck?
Yes, sir.
40 years? Am I?
Yes, sir.
That's almost dead on. I kind of want to play this, but I don't want it to, mess our thing up.
Don't play it.
Plus, I don't want homie here to have flashbacks.
Yeah, I don't need to have flashbacks.
So,
I mean, I tried to watch other kid shows. Like there was a local show.
okay, so what were the other shows?
I mean,
You haven't named any of the famous ones yet. I mean, we've only named one, so I want to see.
3-2-1 Contact.
Where the fuck did you grow up? What is this you're talking about?
These are all on PBS, bro.
If we're not careful, we're going to not only age date ourselves, but also show the difference in our ages.
But you know what was cool about 3-2-1 Contact?
No, because I've never seen it. So, it would be impossible.
I got banned from watching 3-2-1 Contact by my folks.
Oh my God.
Because there's a part in the beginning where they're singing the theme song for 3-2-1 Contact.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, it wasn't 3-2-1 Contact. It was the Electric Company. That was the show that I wasn't allowed to watch anymore as a kid. Because on
The
TV
Electric Company.
The Electric Company.
Another show I've never heard of.
Okay. In the beginning, they would sing this song, and at the end of the song, everybody would be screaming at the top of their lungs.
Oh no.
So I would sing the theme song with them.
You
and I'd be running
were a
around the house
screamer?
Screaming like they were. And my mom said, fuck that. You're not watching this show anymore.
Yeah.
And the Electric Company had guest appearances by Spider-Man. And Spider-Man, in costume, they do the fake spider web things.
Yeah.
Right? And they'd throw a cargo net over somebody to catch the bad guys. Yeah.
We're definitely heading down a dark alley.
But at least on 3-2-1 Contact, they had this sweet section of it. It was about a group called the Bloodhound Gang. And the Bloodhound Gang,
baby, ain't nothing. No,
not that Bloodhound Gang. These guys were way cooler because these guys would solve crimes. It was a bunch of kids that solved crimes.
McGruff.
Right, and the theme song for that show was like, when you're in trouble, we're on the double, we're the Bloodhound Gang. And my favorite episode of that one is when they found the missing grandfather clock in the well. And the way they got it to come up out of the well is they dumped a bunch of salt down this well, and they got the grandfather clock to float to the top. Oh, you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
No. I'm looking at you like I know there was issues with these fucking producers back in the day. What the fuck were they doing? Listen, I don't want to get off on a tangent. Weird. Oh, fuck. Here we go. So, I don't have a lot of TV shows that I watched as a kid.
Okay.
First of all. What's some of my earliest memories?
To become a stuntman.
This is going to be horrible.
I wanted to become a stuntman.
Go ahead.
So I could become a bounty hunter.
To join Dog?
No.
And Steven?
No.
Oh.
So I could join the Fall Guy. I thought that's what you had to do.
Oh. Oh, fuck. That's what I was looking up.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember, but the earliest memories that I have, besides obviously Sesame Street, which I hated, was a lot of Disney movies. And the only thing Disney movies did was make me depressed.
Disney movies are fucked up.
Bro, people are like, well, you know, depression comes later in life. No, my guy. Because I got done watching Bambi, I'm like, is nobody going to talk about that old dad wasn't around and then mom gets blasted and then old dad shows up and is just a prick.
Yeah. That's,
Like, let's talk about how we don't want that. Or Fievel, the anxiety from Fievel, like losing your family all the time.
I've seen Fievel in New York City one time.
Oh my God. What?
I was taking the subway at like 2 o'clock in the morning in New York. I swear Fievel came running up the steps.
Were you hanging out with Miss Molly?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I was
Okay,
like, son of a bitch,
so-
that motherfucker's big. It's fucking Fievel.
Oh my. So wait. What was that show called again?
The Fall Guy,
The Fall Guy.
starring Lee Majors.
The Fall Guy, Lee Majors. All right, let's look this up here.
Dude, that show was super dope. I made my girlfriend watch it, and she was like, this show's retarded. And I'm like,
Why does Lee Majors in this picture look like Tom Berenger's uncle?
he does.
Yeah.
He does. But he'd always wear that leather jacket. Dude, that show was sweet.
Yeah. Throwing dudes off buildings to solve crimes. Fucking makes no sense. Whatever, dude.
And Knight Rider made sense?
All right.
Come on, David Hasselhoff parlayed that into becoming a multi-platinum record releaser in Germany.
When I was a kid, I would talk to my electronics hoping they would talk back because of that show. So, well, just since we're throwing embarrassing shit out there, I'd be like, radio, you fucking useless piece of shit. Fine, go back to K-Rock. We're just going to stay on that. Everyone's like, wait a minute, K-Rock, you're like 20. No, I wasn't.
No.
Hey, you know what? Fuck everybody, because now all you hear is Siri, hey Siri, hey Siri, hey Google.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know what? Knight Rider was right. Okay. Kip. What was his name? Kit.
Knight Industries 2000.
Oh boy. Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff is a weird anomaly of those people that get famous in other countries. Although now learning about Jim Carrey, The Weeknd, and all these other Canadians we have here, I guess it's the same thing, but it's still crazy to think about how famous he is in Europe.
Oh, dude, super famous.
Super
Like one of his
famous.
biggest concerts he did at the Berlin Wall.
That's fucking crazy.
Singing in German. Like the Germans love them some David Hasselhoff.
Can he speak German? I'm assuming yes.
I think he had to learn German.
Oh, I'm sure, but I'm saying like at this
Unlike
point.
Eric Estrada.
Oh fuck! What did he do? Didn't want to learn German?
No, Eric Estrada, famous from the TV show Chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. California Highway Patrol.
Poncho.
Poncherello. Frankie
Los
Franco
Mujeres un
Poncherello.
Camino,
Frankie
I think
Poncherello.
is what it's called.
Yeah, Frankie Poncherello.
You,
Which is not really a Mexican name by any means.
no.
But
You ever watch his Los Mujeres show?
his novellas.
Yeah,
No.
Is that Los Mujeres?
He had to
un
learn
Camino?
Spanish
Something
for
like that. What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, he totally had to learn Spanish to go do novellas.
for that show.
To do novellas in Mexico, yeah.
I mean, so as a kid, I did watch that a lot. Mostly because where I'm from. The entire show, even to this day, the tension of that show for me as a kid was, holy shit, bro, is your wife going to find out about your girlfriend? Like, right? Do you remember the intro where he's standing there with his arms like he's like tough in front of his truck and both girls are on both sides of him with their arms crossed? Remember? And I remember thinking as a kid, like, listen, bitch, you know about that other bitch. You need to just come undone and stab this fool. Be done with it.
Watching the novellas is amazing because somebody's getting shanked.
Oh my God.
And
It's a
listen,
fucking Raiders game. Here
Listen,
we go.
they wouldn't even care. They'd be at a cafe having a little,
Right.
cappuccino or there'd be a knife fight.
Right.
Like those shows were off the hook.
I mean, again, the only thing I remember that show is which girl he's going home with that night. That's all I ever really remember taking away from that show.
Yeah.
Because it was weird. Mostly, again, because I was like, bitch, just get another man.
Right.
I guess, and I hate to say this, I guess my entire question is what is old boy packing that you girls want so bad?
Pocket personality.
Pocket personality.
Did he have a fat ass wallet?
Oh, he was I don't know. He was a truck driver. I mean, I'm assuming.
Okay, so is there?
I don't know.
Hold on. There's a whole fascination with truck drivers.
Bro, I haven't seen that show in 20 years. I have no clue.
There's a whole fascination with truck drivers.
Right.
Like, I used to watch a show.
Oh, you mean for women?
No, in general. There's a fascination with, yeah.
Bro, I ain't fascinated by nobody who pees into a Ziploc bag and hucks it out on the fucking freeway, dog. I don't give a fuck about you and you fucking hucking a fucking... Bro, there's a fucking freeway in Cali that we all know of that's all truckers because the freeway's fucked up. They never fix it. They never patch it. So you roll, you're clunk, 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 right? And as you look, every 20 feet, there's a bag of fucking piss and a fucking big gulp cup full of shit. Okay? Now I hear now that that's pretty common everywhere, but in the 90s, that specific freeway, that's all I remember. And I remember every fucking time going down it because my mom would be like, come on guys, this freeway, it's going to be a little bumpy now because we're going, it's the trucker freeway, but we got to go this way. It's just faster.
No,
I'm like, whatever.
So this ties in.
And the porn, the porn hanging from the fucking mirror. It's always that, bro.
Listen. You know, this is amazing because this ties into an episode of Trailer Park Boys.
Oh my God. I've never watched that show, but tell me about it, Joe Skelly. I need to know.
Talking about, dude, they were doing something and they wanted to devalue a property, so they went to the side of the highway and collected nothing but milk jugs filled with piss.
Oh, bro.
And they were slinging them all over the trailer park.
Savage.
They're like, oh yeah, this is where all the truckers dump their piss bottles.
Oh, exactly, bro. I'm good on that whole thing.
What about BJ and the Bear, bro?
Man, before we get off this fucking truck.
What about BJ and the Bear? A man and his best friend, the monkey, and he's a truck driver?
That's a real thing?
Yeah, it was a TV show. BJ and the Bear, guy driving around the country with his chimpanzee partner.
I must be a weirdo. Like, I watch TV for the strangest shit. Like, that novella show, I only watched because I was like, when are they going to stab this fool? That's all I was waiting for, right?
Right.
Like, I don't know, like, when you say it, look at Trailer Park Boys. When you say that show, what am I going to gain from watching that show? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Comedy.
There's no...
That show's funny, bro.
Bro, it ain't funny if you lived in a trailer park. That's my point. People are like, hey, let's watch this shit about these bums fucking sitting on the street. Homie, I don't need to. That's horrible.
Fair enough.
And I now listen again, and I don't care if you have. I've never lived in a trailer park, but I've hung out in a lot of trailer parks. So again, I'm like, yeah. I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't have a sense of humor, I don't think.
BJ and the Bear, bro.
Yeah, so again, BJ and the Bear. Like, does he have a bear?
How about Smokey and the Bandit?
No, I never watched it.
The movies?
No.
Guys driving a truck. They got to get from one side of the country with a truckload full of illegal beer.
Oh, a truck that has to drive. Go figure. The fuck? Where are we going with this? Do you want to hear about my adventure on the road with my truck? The wheels was a spinning, and we was moving from point A to point B. I don't know. What is this Smokey and the Bandit thing, though? He's driving illegal alcohol?
So Smokey was, or the Bandit, I'm sorry.
Okay.
The Bandit was a guy that would organize illegal runs of beer to be shipped from one part of the country to the other part of the country.
Okay.
Right? And he would drive this, like, T-top Camaro or Thunderbird, I forget what it was.
And that's the Bandit.
That's the Bandit.
I've seen the car.
His job was to haul ass in front of the truck to distract all the stadies and outrun the cops so that the truck could keep rolling.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more impressive.
He was the decoy.
I'm not going to lie. I think my dad watched the show.
Yeah. I mean, these are way better shows. Way better shows.
Then what's happening now?
Than fucking Miss Molly and fucking Romper Room.
Back up, Miss Molly.
Bro, I've been telling you, look, this woman has haunted me my whole life.
Free patch to anybody who finds Miss Molly's episode with Joe's name in it.
You know what?
Boy.
I will handwrite you a note with that patch.
Right.
If you find that episode.
That's amazing. Fuck, I can't even think now. I got this Molly bitch on my mind here.
Dude.
Molly on my mind.
Listen, it took me a long time to get over this whole tick thing because of her.
So when did you get your first tick?
Oh, I've had a whole lot of them.
When was your first, though?
As an adult.
It was as an adult, really?
As an adult,
really?
Yeah.
And position of said tick?
Probably my groin.
Get the fuck out of here. You ever had one on your balls?
No, but I did see when one was somebody had one on the underside of their ball sack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Best place I've ever had one? The eyelid. Yeah, I was sitting in a doctor's office one day.
How did you get a tick in a doctor's office?
No, I didn't. I showed up to the doctor's office and was sitting there and was blinking, and the tick had bit me on the eyelid and must have been stuck there or some shit. But while I was blinking, his ass fell in front of my eyeball. And I was sitting there and I'm like, whoa, I can see a circle, like a black circle, but I could tell it was like not floating in my eyeball.
Right,
so I knew it wasn't vision. It was a physical thing hanging from my eyelid. I walked over to my old man's girlfriend and I'm like, hey, there's something on my eye. And she goes, oh yeah, you have a tick on your eyelid. And I'm like, oh, I was living in farm country at that time. So it made sense. But yeah, it was a cool little one. But just seeing his big ass.
You know what the best way to get a tick off of you is?
We use lighters.
Nope. That's one of the worst ways.
Really?
Yep.
Why is that?
Think about this. If you were partaking in an adult thing, let's say you were with your partner and you were face down on your partner, and somebody put a match to your ass, which direction are you going?
Straightforward.
Okay. So the best way to get rid of a tick is cover them with Vaseline.
So they can't breathe?
So they can't breathe because they breathe through their skin. And they
What?
let go. Yeah. Ticks breathe through their skin.
I've never heard that in my life.
Yep.
I'm going to have to check on that, Joe Skelly.
Check on that. Yeah, you put Vaseline or something viscous like that, and they let go and they fall right off.
You know what I put on them? A whole heaping bit of torch.
Well, it wouldn't have worked so well if it was on your eyeball.
Yeah, no. That one I just had to rip out.
Oh, don't ever rip them out.
That was fresh.
Don't ever rip them out.
I walked right outside I'll never forget because I know where I was standing. I walked right outside the main door and was like, kaplunk, and came back inside and was like, did I get that little fucker? Yeah? Okay, we're Gucci. I'm going to go back to what I was doing.
Yeah, you don't want to rip them out because if you rip them out and leaves the head in there,
the head
then
can
it
get
gets
stuck.
infected.
I've heard that too.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
You know what else I don't like?
Huh.
Leeches.
So I personally have never had an encounter with a leech. I'm guessing that Joe Skelly, in your time traveling in Asia cultures, Asia lands,
all over the world. Yeah.
Have you got them in America too?
Yep.
Where?
Camping.
Oh, brother, listen. You want to know what you don't get staring at the woods from the line? Leeches.
Ticks and leeches?
Ticks and leeches. Hey, there's a lot of ticks in there. Well, it doesn't fucking matter because I'm not going in.
All right, fair enough.
There we go.
I can respect that.
Ooh.
I can respect that.
How'd you get leeches off? Is the same thing with a lighter? Is that a bad way to do it too?
Salt.
Salt?
Yep.
Yeah, like a snail?
Yep, pour salt on that thing and they
shrivels up. Yeah, that makes sense. They seem like a dirty snail. They seem like the vampire snail of the snail community.
There's also terrestrial leeches.
What?
Not just leeches in water. They're land leeches too.
What?
Oh yeah.
Where?
Jungles.
Nah, bro, I'm good.
Yeah. You wake up, if you're sleeping on the ground, you get leeches on you.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Where they come from? Out of the dirt?
They crawl on the leaves and on the ground and in the jungle, bro.
How do you not see that shit when you're laying down?
When you're asleep, you don't see it?
So what, you lay down and they just happen to crawl over?
Yep.
Nah, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying.
Nasty little shits.
Dude, parasites.
Parasites. If I wanted parasites, I'd have stayed with my ex. If I want to be stuck with that shit.
Ooh.
There's a long list of them.
Fair enough.
It's not just one. Oh, I know. No, I know that, but it's not just one. It's not just one. No, it never is.
Never is.
No. And it's not because they travel in packs like real leeches. Because if it was, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be like
you could identify them?
No, fuck no.
Because they
God no.
walking around
fuck
in a big ass pack.
Are you kidding me? What's that animal? What's the animal with the peacock thing? It peacocks, you fall in love, and it kills you. Yeah, that's how that goes. I don't know which animal that is, but other than human, there are other ones. I stay away from them all.
That's sound advice.
Yeah, if it's got blue hair and a bunch of lip rings, and you're hanging out in a place, and her work
Jinko jeans.
Oh fuck no, Bro, that's a hard pass right there.
Or the Jinko pants with all the
No.
with all the hooks on them.
Nope. That's all hard passing.
It's a hard pass.
That's all hard passing. Yeah, no. No, most of the blue-haired lip ring ones filled up with you pick up in the workplace with poles in them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
no. Bro, if the girl's not wearing form-fitted clothing, no. It's a hard pass. Yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah. Well, what are those clothes? Mennonite clothes you said the other day we were talking about? Yeah, if they're wearing those clothes, we're definitely not going near it. You bring me some butter and a wicker basket. That's about it. The fuck out of here.
Did I ever tell you about the...
Send her to Poncho.
Did I ever tell you about the handmade basket scam?
No, I don't think so. Tell me about handmade said baskets.
So there's a certain religious group that lives without electricity.
That builds tables?
Yeah, they're good at woodworking.
Good at woodworking.
Right. So at this gas station out in the country, they set up at this gas station. They sell, pies and breads and things like that. And they also sell handmade baskets.
It's the Hare Krishna, isn't it?
No, they're not Hare Krishnas. Those guys couldn't build you a work table.
You're not carrying hammers under those big dresses?
No, sir.
Damn.
Too many flowers. But anyway, so they're selling handmade baskets. And you're like, wow, a lot of work went into these baskets. Like, they got a lot of them, right?
Right.
They're really nice baskets. Like, talk to somebody else from that community. They said, don't buy baskets from them. And I said, why not? And the guy was like, they're handmade, but not by us.
Fuck.
They bought them from China.
Oh my God.
They're buying handmade baskets from China and selling them. They didn't lie because they didn't say
that they made them.
That they made them.
Did they paint them at least?
Nope.
Everybody's got a racket.
Yeah, everybody's got a racket.
They say that it's when you go in the city that you'll get taken, but we have it on good accord that the country will take you just as fast.
Just as fast.
Blood-sucking leeches.
Look,
and
tourists.
Chinese-made baskets. In fact, they'll even sell you a Chinese-made basket filled with blood-sucking leeches if you go to the right place.
You go to the right place, right?
To the right place, you can get anything, really.
I also have it on good authority.
Uh-oh.
There's certain communities like that. They say that they don't drink. But it depends on their bishop.
Well, if it's homemade hooch, I think it's okay.
Well, they make beet wine.
Yeah, if you grow it in the toilet, you're Gucci.
And they're allowed to drink it because it's full of vitamins.
Vitamins?
Vitamins.
Have you had your vitamins?
And it's good for you. It's healthy.
Like drinking your own urine?
No, we're not getting back on this Bear Grill topic.
I'm just checking. Maybe the science had changed since the last time we spoke.
The science won't change for the next 1,000 years.
Drinking your own urine is not okay.
It's not okay.
You know what? For all you freaks out there that listen to our show, we love you. But also drinking someone else's urine is not okay, too. I need to put that out there for some of you.
Right.
Some of you need to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Whoever you are, email me, too, and maybe I'll send you a free batch.
Fuck.
Let's move on. So... yeah, we should send Poncho a basket of leeches.
Frankie Poncherello?
Yeah, maybe those bitches can figure out. Speaking of, forget about those bitches. Actually, no, let's not forget about those bitches. Those are some good-looking broads, by the way. Dames, broads, chicas. Ladies of the night. Wait, no.
No, that's a totally different thing.
That's a different one? There's some good-looking one of those, too. Anyways, speaking of all those people, though, they did make that correct with chips in the future. Because fast forward, you know who played Poncho?
Who?
Mike Pena.
Yes, but he's
right.
Fluent.
Right.
He's fluent.
He's an amazing actor. While we're on the subject of amazing actors with Poncho. Mike's done some great stuff. He's doing great stuff. He's going to continue doing great stuff. Shout out to the new Poncho. Poncherello.
Yeah.
There's a line in the movie where he actually says this. He goes something like this. He goes, "This name's doesn't even fucking sound real." He's like, "Who would use this?" When they give him the alias, it's pretty funny because I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of funny." But yeah, I don't know. All right, Tell me another story, Joe Skelly.
Maybe we'll save that for another day.
Another day?
Another day.
Of 30, 97 second shit that you cannot use.